What's going on, everybody? Uh, I guess we continuing back in Aaron Village. I hadn't recorded in the last couple of days because this head cold or whatever I had was really give me fits. So I had to go get rested up and everything. But I feel better now, and I think we're at the part where we have to go around and talk to everybody. Um, all the old class 7 members, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, walk around Aaron Village. So that's where we were last time. So let's just go do that. Uh, God, this camera, man.
What a lovely flower bed.
With all these flowers blooming, you'd think it was spring. Wait, and these blue lavenders, they're...
Errand flowers, like the ones
Hmm.
the Archbishop requested during our field exercises.
Talk to this little girl. Miss Poofy Pink Hair and Miss Silky Silver Hair. See what I'm saying? She think her the girl. That's fucked up. Oh man. Is Altina's hair blue? It looks silver all the time. Why would she call it blue? Well, like, actually a dude. So yeah. Yo, I just started to play through, and a little girl flamed his ass. Like, I guess the world is full of mysteries. Boy, that's wow, Kurt. Boy, I took the L, man. All right, let's start here. We'll just go around the yard and talk.
Whoa, this place is packed with all sorts of stuff.
Something about it seems rather peculiar.
Okay.
Not so peculiar when you consider it's set up in a witch's village.
There's a Lisa over there. So let's yeah. It's basically like every other place that you go on any shop. So the formula for all these Trails games is you you have a central place basically that's like your base almost. So this is where you come to you stock up on goods, everything that like most RPGs. And but with Trails it's like okay, then you get usually a list of quests or different things that you can go do. And those things can either be like they help people and stuff like that, and then those people give you things for helping them that's gonna help you. Like maybe you get something to make with a weapon or an item or something like that. But it's all part of filling this little book that you have. This book, and you fill this book up. All these other things that say unavailable will be like fishing and uh, quests and books and all these other things you can collect. Now, the point of filling this book up is the thing that's gonna let you end up getting like the trophies throughout the story, and like at the end, you maximize everything in this book. Like you see these stars by people's name is bonding events. When you go to the bonding events for that particular person, which I heard they actually did away with after this game, um, the more you bond with these people, you get the stars and everything. And if you fill up the stars, then that's a trophy that you can get. And in the character profiles, you get these different things. Is where it says for 1 and 2, you get these different pieces of information about these particular people that give you a sense of their character and what their aim is and things like that. this is for people that don't know about it. I mean, if you know, then sorry. I'm just trying to make sure I explain to everybody. And it gives a description of each person. I'll do like this, so if you want to pause it, you kind of get a grip of the story. If you're thinking about getting into the game, I recommend getting into the game. It's a great game. The world building is really great. And the characters are all like mostly well done. It's probably, like I said, it's a few that I feel like they could have dove more into, but it's still good. But as you go through the story, you'll unlock more allies and things like that, and you'll get to see these things during different bonding events, as I'll show you throughout the game. But usually what I do first is, you come here, you talk to the shop people. Always talk to them, because you never know, sometimes they'll give you a little extra items. Sometimes, it not often, but it's happened before. Or they'll let you know something about the village or things like that. You do exchange, because this Sepheth mask is what you get from after you fight and everything like that. And when you fight, you collect this little whatever piece, chunk, whatever this thing is called, the Sepheth mask. And basically, there's nothing you can do with it but sell it for money. And that get your bank up a little bit. Sell that first. And me, I generally will sell these little droplet things like this. They add things to your stats. I usually save those when you got the main character, and that is Reen, and he is not in the party yet. But I'll usually go through the list and like sell stuff I know I don't really need, or I'm not gonna need, like little smoke grenades and stuff like that, because it's like I'm not running from any battles. The best thing on here to do is to fight the battle so you can get stronger. So if you run into people on the field, and you can see whatever you run into, so now I would definitely think, if you really want to like buy a bunch of weapons for everybody, I would strongly recommend selling a dragon incense if you have one starting off, or the spirit incense, because it restores all HP, EP, and cures KO, but only for one person. Okay. Sorry about it. But and this one does it for all. Now, this could come in handy later in the game. Like later on, like if you're in the middle of battle and it's just real tough, that could come in handy, because it can heal everybody at least 50% if you up against the wall. This is just for one person. Like, so I wouldn't, and it's 30,000. Okay. So I would strongly recommend selling it, which I'm probably gonna do, but I'm gonna see what the story is leading me towards first. I'll sell it if I have to, if I'm like run out of money, or if I'm low on money, because right now we only got 9,000. But I'll see. But I usually will probably just hold on to it and sell it whenever I need it. But I never really use those unless I just really have it at the end of games. Items in this game can be I'm not gonna say broken, but they can help turn the tide in the fight, like big time. So you want to always build your stuff up. I would not buy Tira bombs. I wouldn't buy EP charges. You're gonna get plenty of those during the game, and you get, once you get a certain number, you can increase them to go to an EP charge 3. You can enhance them and stuff like that once you unlock certain things. Same thing with Tira bombs. They'll become Tiara bombs, Tier-all bombs, and Tier-all bombs. And Tier-all means you get all HP. So, I mean, but you get those through the game, just beating monsters and everything else. It's not a ton of them, because you're mostly going to be using quartz to heal, like which is what I recommend anyway. EP is going to help you heal. Once somebody in your party always needs to be a healer, or have heal on everybody just about, or just about everybody, because you have your attackers too. But same thing with the now celestial bombs. I would say buy a few if you got extra money, because there are enemies in here in certain areas that can one shot you depending on the area that you go to. Like if you go to an area where the spirit veins are like open or something like that, it has these areas where certain monsters can inflict instant death as one of the status effects in the game. So if it's a status effect of death, bam, as soon as they hit your person's gone, and you need to be able to revive. So I would say healing ain't gonna be a problem, because like I said, you're gonna get plenty of these. Um, may not be as many EP charge as you'll find tier bombs, but you're not gonna really need to build back up your EP, because once you get to those little turnstile things, it heals all your EP anyway, EP and HP, but it heals your power back up before you can probably get it, unless you just spam magic. If you spam magic all the time, then yeah, you're probably gonna need to get a few of the EP charges. The celestial bomb, Zerum powders you'll probably get throughout the game at different points in time. So I definitely would save those until like in-game stuff, because that's when you need to kind of keep your CP up and be able to do moves and things like that. Brave seeds and that builds back up your BP. If you're bad at the way you do BP and get your BP back up, then yeah, I would say hold on to those. They can come in handy too. I got that from beating the other games. They gave me that. That's actually a really good item too. 100 accuracy, not bad. That's a good thing. I might put that on maybe Yuna. But yeah, first thing I do, we definitely want to get everybody's gear up. So moonlight robes and stuff like that. So I'll buy something for everybody. And shoes too. You just want to keep everybody's stats up. In the beginning it doesn't increase it by much, but every little bit helps. And you always buy an Imperial Chronicle. Whenever you come in, as soon as you see the new Imperial Chronicle, just get it, because that's a part of the trophies. Like I said, we don't really need all these. If you want buy these items, the cure poison, stuff like that, you will get them through the game. So I mean, I don't really know how many of them you'll get, because usually what I end up waiting on is Curia bombs. These things heal whatever ailment, and you get them by beating monsters and everything like that. So I would save my money on these, because whatever animal inflicts like poison, if you kill that animal or beast or whatever, fiend or whatever it is, they usually drop that particular item. Not a ton, but they drop them occasionally. Just like one that has a freeze ability, they drop a warm, something like that. It's weird how that works. But Curia bombs, I would say just stock up on those. Use your your orbments and stuff like that to heal and get rid of status effects like Mercuria and Curia. I would hold on to these. This is a great in-game item. Again, it's just small little in-game items that could come in handy, because there are always certain people at the end of the game that inflict a status effect, and they inflict something that you can't use your abilities or magic. And if you can't use your magic, then you want to depend on your items. So I would definitely build up on these. You're gonna collect all this stuff anyways. Smoke grenades, I don't flee from battle, so I would just always sell those. They're like 25, I think you sell them. And battle scopes. We want to buy battle scopes. At least 20 starting off. Because you have to scan enemies in the game. And I would say at least keep 20 to 30 in your party at all times. You know, you have other abilities that come later with other people. Some people have a scan ability, and some people have analyze, which is another scan magic ability that will help. Like if you don't have any battle scopes, but in the beginning, you always want to get at least 20 of those just to not have to worry about it. Food is another thing. I would not waste my money on buying food. You get certain foods throughout the game, and for completing certain quests. But the thing about food is, if you're going to spend your time, if that's how you're going to make your healing items, then yeah, I would say buy food and everything like that. Or if like you really just need to make one of those things, because that also fills out the recipe book within that little book I told you need to fill out. You have to do every recipe in the book in order to get the trophy for that. I would buy food accordingly, because in the book it'll tell you, oh, you need 5 eggs and 2 milks or something like that, and then just go buy 5 eggs, 2 milks, make the meal or whatever like that. Um, it's very random sometimes, but you gotta look at the little face that it has by everybody, and it'll show you like if they're good at making that food or not. And that way you make your food. That's probably that's when I would actually spend money on food. Other than that, I would not waste my money on food, because you get some of it during the game. Let's see if we can sell him my old outfits. Yeah. As soon as you sell new outfits, sell old stuff just to get the money. And I think that's it with him. We don't need anything else from him. Let's go over and talk to Elisa. This is who I romanced, this Reem. So basically she's his woman. But I know for everybody else it'll be different. So she might be feeling some type of way definitely about Reem. Let's see what she got to say. Yeah, she definitely hurt. Her in the beginning, where we fought that guy with the red eyes that was like the leader of the gnomes and everything, that is her father, who she thought was dead. I don't know if it's a situation where his body got taken over by somebody, or by something or something like that. I don't know, but I guess you can find out during the story. But he was rumored to be dead for like the longest, and he resurfaced as this dude, and it's like, so she's going through like a ton, which is one of the reasons why I romanced her too. Like she's a great character. I like her character. She's very bubbly and stuff. Some people don't like her because she I think was like a bit of an ass in like the first game, Tareen, because he fell on top of her, and it was this whole whole thing about that. Like they felt it was cheesy and stuff, and they felt like they just didn't like her character because she whined or something like that. But I think she's cool. But I romance her because obviously she's supposed to be the canon romance for him. She's in all the promotional art with him. Like it's just and I feel like she has the deeper story here. And I was definitely right, because with her dad playing the part that he's playing in this whole thing, it definitely she's definitely a good choice of romance story wise anyway. Dimensional space. It's so neat seeing all of them be grown up, or like young adults. When in the first game they were all these little kids. Well, not little, but they were teenagers and stuff. And now they're the ones that's got to be the adults. No, not pathetic. There he is. It's hurting my ear. That was trippy too. Sharon went back to Ouroboros and like that was very just weird. Black Alberic. Alright, moving on. Sorry I'm being silent when that's happening. I'm acting like they talking. I'm just so used to like doing that. It's really weird. Let's see. So I'll probably talk to them last over there. I saw something over here, so yeah. Let's go up here. Let's go up this ladder. Boy, they don't do a good job of hiding the girls' goods going up the ladder. Them dudes are pervs, man, that made this game. I swear to you, if you really just pay attention to some of the stuff that happens, like they are pervs. It ain't bad though. It's just like anime. Talking to Laura. Let's see what Laura has to say. Oh, shoot. Laura is a great character. She is probably the strongest in the original Class 7 next to Reem, but she has a deep strength and determination that makes you love her character so much. I would have romanced her if I didn't like the story that Elisa had, and I liked Elisa's character a little bit more in that area, because Laura kind of comes off as a friend, like a sister almost with Reen in the first game, rather than lovers. I've seen people romance her in it, but it's kind of like, it's a little weird, like watching it. It just feels different because when they definitely meet, she comes off as kind of a brother in arms type of character to him. So they kind of definitely seem more like brother and sister a little bit. So I didn't really. But if I didn't romance Elisa, I probably would have think about romancing her or Emma. Those two are like the only other two I see as a complete romance. Three. Emma and Laura, Elisa are the only three I see as could be true romances for Reem. Everybody else is kind of like, you know. Yeah, so on the last game, Laura's dad supposedly blew up in this ship with Prince Olivert, who they were having like a oh crap, they were having what's the word I want to say? They were mourning. The world was mourning in the beginning. He blew up in the ship with him. So, and her father is like probably the. Sorry, my phone. put that on silent. But her father's probably the second strongest person in the world next to Cassius Bright, who the guy I was talking about in the second vid. He's the father of Estelle and Joshua. Well, not Joshua's father, but his adoptive father. And Toval, who was another bracer. Toval died in that blast also. Completely incinerated their bodies. Jesus Christ. This is really sad, man. Like, I know I'm talking to y'all and everything, but I'm very sad by this. This is all like so. Everybody's so down and everybody's like hurt and stuff. It almost does seem surreal, like the people that have died or the people that's gotten hurt. And you do a great job of that, Laura. I would definitely say Laura is probably second in command of the old Class 7. Like I said, her and Reen are a lot alike, and she definitely has the leadership thing, I think, down. Right now, she's just torn up. Her dad died, and Reen is gone, and it's just so much that's happened. Everybody's just kind of regrouping. Got that right. Hate seeing her like that. That's really. Oh, she got a note. Let's see what her note says. Yeah, so when you talk to him, like I said, you build up, you get those notes. Hasn't hit Laura yet. All she feels is a vague lingering sorrow weighing down in her heart. And you can't blame her. Like, you can't blame that feeling that she feels. That's a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit that happened. Okay. I hate this camera angle. I have no idea how to so who I've seen down here. Guys and
Is this?
Oops, my bad. So Gaius and Elliot. So Elliot is a great healer. He's I'm trying to just give y'all my spiel of what I like about the characters or what I don't like. Elliot is cool. He whines too much to me. Like, he always whines about fighting, or he used to. Now he kind of more so just goes along with the program. I don't use him a lot like I used to. In the first game, he had this really broken ability, this defensive move where he would it gives you like 50% more defense, but it would also heal you every turn also. And I guess they saw it was really broken, and they took that ability away in the later games. So now it's kind of like he's like mainly a healer, and he has some abilities, but none of his abilities are as great as that. So he's really this character. You get in the party and you'll play with him, but he eventually ends up falling back into the background. He's not really a fighter. He hates fighting. He loves music, and that's what he really wants to do. His character is cool. Like I said, in the first couple of games, he's friends with Reen. So you play with him a little bit a lot more in the first game than you do any other game. But he's very, I don't know. It's kind of like he's definitely fallen in the background as a character for me. I still like him. I think he's cool, but he's I don't know. It's just something like they changed up the way I felt he was going. I felt like he was gonna be one of those characters that started off kind of like I don't like fighting this, but then he becomes like badass, you know, and kind of wants to fight and kind of like wants to help and things like that. But he kind of really stayed the course of who he was and went into music, didn't really do anything in the military, stuff like that. And even though his dad is like a war hero, and you know, but he stuck to his character, and I mean, I respect that, but he's just not a guy I use a lot. Now, Gaius is one of my favorite characters. Gaius is very, what I want to say, very humble and down to earth character. And in the first couple of games, he's just kind of like the strong guy, and he's like tough. His strength is probably the most in the game next to Laura's, and he has a lot of powerful moves. As the game goes on, though, you learn more about it. He's just always very centered and very like forgiving and very just a nice overall nice guy. He's not selfish. And then he ends up later on, like now he gets these powers from this other group, these dominions, and that'd take a lot to talk about to dive into all that. And now he's basically one of the strongest people in the group. Probably up there. I'd say it's probably Reen, then him, then Laura. Laura was probably like a lot stronger than him, but ever since he got that power, I think he's like right a little bit above her. Yeah, the group is called the Grief-stricken. Yeah, and he's the 8th Dominion, I think. But I love his character. His character's always so centered, and he says all the right things, and he's very motivating, and he always tries to make sure that everybody's keeps going. He's definitely probably a piece of the heart, the very heart of the group. That's the way I feel. Him, Reen, and Laura kind of keep everybody like together when things fall apart. Everyone needs some time to think right now. Yeah, I don't want to mean to sound like I hate Alien either. I didn't think they were going to take his character in that direction. And in a game where it's all about fighting and this and that, to me, he just kind of, he almost doesn't fit. Like, he just really seems like he should take like a, sorry about that. Let me see.
Let's go.
Now.
All right.
I thought there was a way to go back and see old conversations that you were about to have. Let me see. I guess not. Yeah, so she was saying something about this monument, and okay.
Is this some kind of monument?
And then
An unusual one, if so.
Yeah, okay, so that's what he's gonna say. Yeah, you can go back and listen if you didn't hear that the first time. I guess we can go ahead over here since we're down here. Let's go ahead and go talk to Rosalia and Emma. Like, Emma's another character. I like her a lot. She definitely has a lot to do with the story. Her and Reen are kind of connected, with her guiding him to the Valimar and everything. The mech that he has.
Let's go.
Let's see what they have to say. And Emma is absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, there were times I thought about romancing her, definitely. She's tied to the story too, so if she's a good person to romance as well. She's very sweet, She's basically like a girl Gaius. She's very humble and everything like that, and not a bad bone on her body. She just wants to see good in everybody and do good for everybody. So that she will make you want to romance her over everybody because just that demeanor about her. And Celine is her cat. Is a familiar. Oh yeah, I remember he killed the bird. She's not wearing her glasses anymore. That's a little different. Emma normally wears glasses, but I guess she doesn't really need them anymore. She probably didn't need them in the first place because I think she's just trying to hide her identity. But now that everybody knows she's a witch, there ain't no point. Yeah, that's one thing about her. She looked like a normal girl, but in the beginning you find out she has like all these weird abilities. You're like, okay, and it makes you start thinking that she's something sinister or she has something up her sleeve, but she's just a witch, and she that's all it is. But a good witch, not a bad one. Look at everybody's face. Everybody's face is so damn sad. And Rosalie is her grandmother, which is strange how she looks this young. I started wondering if she was like a vampire or something because she bit Reen in the third game, and I don't know if she bit him because she needed like blood or whatever it was, but she bit him, took some energy or something like that. I was like, is she a vampire? Because she looked young as hell. There's somebody over here. I wonder if that's Eustace. Oh, it is. Oh, he's gonna be so broken up about Milliam. Oh, and he has her hat in his hand. No, I don't want to. Oh my God, this is gonna make me sad. Let's see what he has to say. Oh man, look at his face. Eustace is definitely your rival kind of character, but you know, because in the first game he comes off as an asshole, and you know, messing with Machias and stuff like that, and but he's really just like very arrogant and things. Like he believes in himself. He's one of the, he just really believes in himself and believes nobody holds a candle to his ability, things like that. Not a bad way to go, but I mean, it can make you come off very asshole-like, and that's what he does in the first game. But then him and Reen kind of bonded first game, and then on into the second game. He's definitely has a lot of leadership qualities, I guess I'll say. He's kind of your balanced guy. He has good fighting skills and good magic abilities. Gaius is more of a power on through strength kind of guy. Elliot is a more magic guy. He's kind of in between both of them. He's a good character. I like him. He got better because at first I thought I was like, yep, your ass is going to the back of the party because he just had like this attitude. But he's a good character. Very very balanced character. He has her. Oh my God, and Milliam. So Milliam was a part of the group too. She was like the child in the group, like, but she was very bubbly and had this great sense of fun and happiness, and she always brightened up every room that she went in. She was annoying too, you know, at the same time, but at the same, you just kind of let it go. She's a kid, and she died on the last one. Or got sacrificed to make this stupid ass sword. And her and Eustace was very close. She, you know, used to mess with him all the time, but they became friends. And I think she had a crush, definitely. I could see something futurely where something happened between them, but she was just young, but he cared for her. He really did. And Altina is her sister. Her sister. Her and Altina are homunculus. These kind of artificial beings created by the gnomes. Oh wow. Oh man, this is so sad. Everything that Eustace has been has happened to Eustace, I've seen him power on through though, but this is just like he is so broken. I've never seen him like this. And he's had some stuff happen to him, like, but it's like almost seems like it's taking the cake. I need to hurry up and push on through this because my time is running long. I swear to God, if YouTube didn't take so long to process videos, man, I could do these hour-long vids. Oh, good. They didn't go into a deep dive about that. Yeah, so the person in their group, another person in the group, Muse, just actually turns out to be this, basically like almost queen, princess, whatever. And she's trying to come up with a strategy to battle against the dark forces that are coming against them right now. The people in Ouroboros and the gnomes and all these people who have joined up together to basically make life hell for our heroes. Ah, she's smart too. She got like the best soldiers that they have, like the strongest people, and she's been, playing a bit of chess with the other evil groups and stuff like that. In the last game, it almost came off like she was sort of evil or something. The way they tried to hide her planning and stuff like that. It almost seemed like she had something sinister going on. But then, bam! At the end, they let you, oh no, it's this, and she's actually on the side of good. And you're like, oh damn! It kind of came off weird. Yeah, and Eustace's brother, Rufus, is directly involved in all this shit with the Chancellor and all these groups that's trying to, whatever the hell they trying to do to the world. They're not this great Twilight stuff. I did not plan for this episode to be this long, but I'm trying to make sure I get all this talking out right now. So it looks like my videos will be one will be this and the next will be this amount of time. One is an hour and the next is 30 minutes. It's weird. And he is so dejected right now. All right, we got something for Muse. Yeah, so she's the heir to the Cayenne Duchy and founder of the White Sun Army. So she's doing some stuff to try to help. You know, she's become like a pretty decent ally. And we don't need to go here. There's something in here. These little exclamation points let you know that where you need to go. So. Or there's
Guess this must be the local tavern, huh?
There they go.
Seems so. No village is complete without one, I suppose.
Let's go over here first. Everybody here is very nice so far. Infused with magic. Okay. So at the shops, these little shops like this, you can rest, of course, and that builds all your stuff back up. They usually sell recipes here, but I guess they don't have one yet. This is the beginning of the game, and the recipes you can use to make your food and stuff. Let's see what Machias and Randy have to say. Machias is your typical judge a book by its cover guy. You know, very arrogant and kind of pompous a little bit. You know, he thinks everybody's trying. Oh, you're trying to be better than us, and this is that type of guy. But he eventually kind of lets go of that demeanor. I think he's a good character to fight with because his gun like shoots multiple enemies. But he's just not somebody that's really super grown on me. Like he's okay, but he's that typical anime style character that just kind of like is very cautious of everybody, and he can be a little, I ain't gonna say racist, not racist, but he's very, what's the word? I can't think of no words today. It's crazy, and I'm a writer. I can't think of any words. But he's very judgy. I'll just say he's judgy before he gets to know people. Then he gets to know him, and he's like, oh, you know what? That person is actually pretty cool. It makes him come off like an ass. And he does not a very strong character with me. I know some people like him, and I like Randy. Randy is cool. Randy's from the Crossbell games. Randy is your typical big guy, the big teddy bear guy. But he'll beat your ass though. He's that guy. He'll mess you up if he has to. Yeah, but Machias is a bit of a know-it-all and brainiac, that type of guy. He's good with kids though. That's the strangest part. Like when it comes to the children, he's very good. Like with them, he talks to them like he tries to make them feel included. He's very good at that. It's when you first meet him with his own group, he kind of come off as this spoiled ass little kid. I don't know why the dude changes everybody's name. Call him Macchiato. That's hilarious. Macchiato. Yeah, he calls her Uni, calls Altina Altini. He just everybody he likes, he changes their names to something. Randy's your typical big brother kind of guy. He just a likable character. He's a big brother. He's like he's there for everybody. He wants to defend, his city, and you know, he's just your typical guy. He's a big teddy bear. But in the fight, ain't nobody you want by your side more than him. He's very strong. It actually fits though, Altini, because she's so small. Yeah, but Randy's a good character. I like Randy. Yes, everybody is down. And let's see what Yeah, but Maki's he's definitely matured. I'll say he's matured over the years, but I think that everything in the beginning kind of just burned me on him. He was just very, he was irritating. It's like, dude, come on, man. Let's see what this shit got to say. Yeah, this episode is gonna probably run about an hour. Sorry about that. I'm trying real hard, but I'm trying to squeeze certain things into the videos, so I won't have to like go to another one in the middle of all this. I want to get all the talking and everything else out the way, so I could actually start doing more gameplay stuff. Because in the beginning, it's like this in all these RPGs. Everybody wants to, you got to get the story out and the filler, all this stuff out, figure out where the adventure's going. So, my fault on this. I didn't want it to be this long. And I think these are the last two I need to talk to. Fee and Sarah. Now, Fee's a very interesting character. She has a great backstory. And Sarah is one of the strongest people in that, well, not in the world, but in this particular land. She's one of the strongest. They call her the Purple Lightning because all her abilities have this purple lightning, of course. But I love her character. She's very funny, and she gets drunk all the time. She loves to drink. She's very beautiful. Her outfits are always crazy and dope. The way they do her outfits and stuff. Even from the first game, she's very funny. She's calmed down a bit from the jokes and stuff she used to make in the beginning, but I hope they go back to that because I love that about her. And Fee joined her in the Bracers group because Sarah used to be the teacher of the class, but she went back to being a Bracer. Fee is a great character too. She, like I said, she has a great backstory. Very good depth to her character. I like her a lot. She's she sleeps a lot. That's one of her things. But she can also be very funny too. She's kind of like that cold, dry humor. She's changed a little bit since she's got with the braces though. Not really sleeping all that much. Kind of more focused than what she was in the beginning. Now you can romance Sarah too. She's not that older than them. She's 23, I think, when they all started. And I think they were 16, 17. So she was but she let She let Rean know, like, yeah, give it a couple of years and then holler at me. You know, she's very gorgeous, and you know, because of her character is so hilarious and so funny. You would think about romancing her too, but it still feels icky because she's the teacher, and it's a little weird. Um, I guess that's everybody. Yeah, I think that's everyone. We will end it right here. Sorry, this yeah, here they go. I think we've seen all. Let's see what now.
The sky above Erin seems so strange.
Yeah. It's like we're in a completely different world.
It's true. It really is
The
true.
Hexen clan village is quite a mysterious place.
Like even you see, even she said, "Whew," like walking around talking to all these people. This literally took an hour to do this, and I was trying to explain stuff about the characters that I liked and things like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hate that I didn't do any gameplay in this video, no fighting and everything like that. But I hope you guys, you know, got the story and you know see where everybody kind of was coming from. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Got a few new subscribers. I appreciate you guys always. Come back for the next one. We keep this thing rocking.
Let's go.
Yep, I'm gonna go. And I will see you guys in the next vid. Once again, sorry it ran so long, but I'll catch you guys in the next vid. Peace.